The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I am one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is
F.U.Hunter. What's up, bitches?
Yeah, what's up, bitches? Show some titties, get some beads. It's that time of year.
Tits out.
Maybe virtually. I don't know how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Virtual beads? I don't know.
I will say there's probably a lot less, like, baby mama shit happening this year with no Mardi Gras than in the past. Because I don't know how many chicks walk away knocked up because it's just no one's having protected sex.
Out. That's how it goes.
Lots of drinking, lots of boozing, lots of sex. Yeah. So this is released this episode is, Fat Tuesday was earlier this week, the 16th. And I already looked it up. There's no Mardi Gras this year because COVID. But in light of the Mardi Gras season, there's an entire slew of awesome horror movies that have been released starring, who was Jason and is now another Victor Crowley. We're talking about the Hatchet series. And tonight, to help us talk about that, we have...
Charlotte! Sorry. I premature ejaculated there.
You said this is your favorite?
Hatchet is my favorite horror series. It is my entirely favorite horror series for this reason. Because it is entirely tropey. It does not take itself seriously. It has a loose plot, and it has the most amazing kills. It is a kill machine.
Yeah.
It is a loose, tropey plot with some amazing creative kills. And honestly, Victor Crowley is such a good bad guy. Like, he's hilarious. He's a hilarious bad guy.
Yeah, you can't really... All right, when it comes to the slasher genre and the years we've had slasher films since the late 70s, it got to a point where, you're literally watching it for the creative kills, right? And we actually just talked about some of the creative kills that got cut out on the My Bloody Valentine original movie on our last Killer or Filler, where it's like, those are awesome kills. Like, you're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But like, Hatchet just... Fucking man, they came out the gate just swinging like, all right, what random shed tool are you going to use to kill somebody this time?
And that's what's great is that the director just said, you know what, I'll give you the basics.
You mean Adam Green?
Yeah, I'll give you the basics, but we're not going to concentrate on anything. But here's the guy, here's a bunch of people, nobody fucking cares about the people. Here's a bunch of kills. There you go.
And what's amazing is there's like 10 kills in each movie. Yeah. It's just kill after kill after kill.
Doesn't 2 have like 15 or something?
Probably.
That is
I think
true.
2 has the most kills.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2's like got a fuckload of kills.
If you're looking for a slasher flick, put in these 4 Hatchet movies and you will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Actually, I think 2 has... I think 3... I think they keep adding it up because in 3 you get like...
The whole SWAT team and all
the
that
whole
shit.
SWAT, yeah. So they're like, okay, so the first one you have your 10 people on the tour. The second one you get, all the bounty hunters, and the third one's like just the entire police force, just everybody.
Yeah, and the reason we bring this up on the Mardi Gras season is because for those who have not watched any of the Hatchet movies, which you need to watch, there's 4, you need to watch them. Is it literally takes place? Well, the first 3 take place over the course of Mardi Gras weekend. The second one doesn't have anything to do with Mardi Gras. It's
such a continuation that like literally you stop. There's the next. So yeah, it's 3 nights. It's three nights. So we're right in the middle of Mardi Gras.
All 3 nights are across the Mardi Gras holiday in New Orleans in the swamp, and
I want to talk about this. I think it's a really creative ending to movies because the first one has an abrupt end, a completely abrupt end, and the second one picks up exactly with that abrupt end.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, abrupt end. Third one picks up exactly that abrupt end. And then the fourth one is 10 years later. But I've just never seen that. I've never seen that in a movie where they ended it that way and then literally picked the second one up right where it left off. It was really satisfying to me.
Friday 13th 2-3
Well, the
did that.
second Halloween, but
First Halloween,
yeah.
first in the two.
But yeah, it's a very rare thing because most of the time it's like time has passed, and now this is going on. Yeah, and like, but even with those, you still have like some time. Like even end of Halloween to Halloween 2, there's I guess
like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's still 5 minutes.
That's true.
Where Hatchet literally it's to the fucking second. Like
in between 1 and 2, they just like hope you don't. Well, they obviously know you do. You just like there's a different chick in the water.
Yeah,
yeah. She got recasted.
It's it's the same.
And
same
honestly,
situation.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, we will not ever.
Danielle Harris.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go into the first one. The first one starts off Mardi Gras. Friends come to Mardi Gras.
Actually, the first one starts off with a cameo.
Oh, that's right. Robert
By
Englund.
Robert Englund.
That's
who
right.
plays a redneck swamp hunter and his son, I guess. And they get attacked mysteriously. Yeah, and you're not sure what's going on yet. And then it flashes to Mardi Gras with our main characters.
That's right. Robert Englund was
and that's one thing
the
throughout
metal soundtrack too. Let's not forget about the intro music for the first 3. It's like Ministry. I want to say, who was it?
Yeah, goddamn.
Hold on.
I don't know if you wrote it down.
Oh, it was Monster Magnet was the first one. Ministry was the second one, and Guar was actually the third one.
Richmond.
Yeah, that's right.
And another, besides the badass fucking songs at the beginning of the movies, the other trend that the series has is fucking horror cameos. If you have a place in horror movies franchises, you're gonna get a cameo in this fucking series. And like Charlotte just said, we start the very first one. Robert Englund, motherfucking Freddy Krueger, out the gate,
the fucking gate. Yeah, and so then it goes to some friends are going through Mardi Gras, and one of them is just out of a breakup, so he's all like not trying to get all that free ass.
Yeah, I know.
Mardi Gras.
All the free kids.
You mean the dude from Avatar and Dodgeball?
And Grandma's Boy.
That's right.
He's the fucking Matrix dude and Grandma's Boy, dude. Yeah.
It's funny because it's him and then his friend who is the token black guy in this movie who plays the token black guy in not another teen movie, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, so it all leads into they want to actually the broken hearted dude wants to do some real New Orleans shit, and he wants to get a boat tour. The tits weren't doing it.
Yeah, the tits weren't doing. He's just like, the tits make me sad.
Like, what? How do tits make anybody sad?
And somehow Token fucking gets roped in. He's like, all right, well, what do you want to do besides looking at tits? Which, again, Token, he's fine with we'll just do tits.
Tits are great.
Yeah,
tits are great.
But he's like, all right, I'll fucking go with you. And there's this tour of the swamp, so the legend of Victor Crawley, and who is the person that sets up cameo number 2?
Tony Todd, baby.
Yep.
Tony Todd. Yeah.
And all his Toddness, too. He fucking he's like, hello.
He eats that shit up.
You have to do the impression because
I'm not. I'm not gonna do a fake fucking French accent. No, it was terrible.
I'm talking about the deeper voice one. So yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
You can get away with it better than me.
So they end up on this boat tour, which his assistant leads it. The assistant comes into play in the sequels, by the way. That actor.
That is part of my favorite part of this series of movies is what they do with the assistant boat tour guide, which we'll get into.
Yeah. So they're not supposed to be out there. It's a shoddy ass fucking pontoon boat with some seats, and they like you get to see the rest of the tour people. So you've got what's his face from the National Lampoon movies and his wife.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, I always think of him in Office Space. He's the jump to conclusions guy.
Oh yeah, he's the guy that got hit by the car in Office Space. Yeah.
And then you got a Murray brother.
You
have a Murray brother.
The porn dude, right?
Yeah.
He's the Murray brother. The guy doing the Girls Gone or Beavers Gone something.
Yeah,
he's the fat Murray brother.
And there's a running joke with the token black dude about he previously slept with a chick who had crabs, and one of the girls that were filming, he starts talking to her, cozying up, and then he sees her very nonchalantly scratching, and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it's Joel Murray, who also starred in a Bobcat movie that I always recommend, God Bless America.
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen outside of early Bobcat. The next thing I saw him in was Blow, where he was really skinny.
Yeah, no. This is Bobcat's done a bunch of fucked up movies. Father of the Year, that was
I've seen
one of
that.
Robin Williams' last movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this Murray brother starred in that. But before he was in that movie, he was in this, and yeah, he plays the sleazebag really well.
Oh yeah, but again, I mean, so the one Broken Heart dude can't escape tits because there's tons of tits from those two
Oh,
yeah.
throughout the
There's a
the
ton.
tour. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
In which
So-
they're trying to figure out who's the more ditzy of the two, and
I guess more slutty. I guess
Yeah,
they're arguing about
yeah.
that. All right, so the one thing that you can definitely tell by the first Hatchet, in comparison to the rest of the one, is you can tell it's the first. You can tell that Green was really just trying to get the funding. A lot of funding went to the cameos he had, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't hit him over the head because he's an indie director, but
Yeah.
they still want to get paid.
Valid.
And it takes a while to get to it.
Yeah,
in the first one.
there's a lot of story in the beginning. There's a lot of story.
It's understandable.
Which is understandable. It's the first one, but the second and third one, it goes right into the gore, right
Oh,
into
yeah.
the kills,
Yeah.
kills
Yeah.
and kills. And then the fourth one, you have like not as much of a story as the first one, but a pretty big story, and then it gets into it, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with it.
like the first one kind of deals a little bit with building up the legend of Victor Crowley, and then finally you fucking see him, And like you were saying with the fourth one, kind of the same deal where we got to kind of re-up on the legend of Victor Crowley, except then you have more recent history, But oh man, he fucking shows up, and I can't remember if it's the first kill, but one of my favorite kills. Instantly, I knew
It's
I
his
love
first
this.
kill.
I love this movie.
I know where you're going. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he fucking rips the mouth open, fucking all the way around.
Yeah, so the first kill is they find the shed that was the Crowley house, and he comes running out, and he just grabs the wife of the old retired couple and just literally rips her fucking face open, dude.
rips her face.
And
And that's when you know.
ridiculous.
That's when you know. All right,
Yeah.
I'm in.
No, but no shit. You're like, okay,
Okay.
this was all worth it.
It
Yes.
was just so wild. Like Victor Crowley is like just so comedic. Like he's just this big deformed dude, and he's just like rah, rah, and just like fucking kills people hysterically, like ripping mouths open.
He howls a lot and almost warns people, and then when you run into him, it's like he's being stunned over and over again, just full of rage and just.
In the first one, see I noticed in the sequels, I probably did it because they had a bigger budget, but I think he looks the best in the first one. But something to do, I read something about something to do with the weight and the breathability of what they used to make him in the first one was like destroying Kane. It's like it was just too much.
Yeah.
For how long he had to be
So
in
they
it.
take a couple humps off of him.
So no, they made him actually humpier, but what they used was lighter,
Okay.
so he could breathe and it breathed better, so it wasn't as hot for him. But if you look at the actual face between 1 and 2, 2 is a little more fleshed out, and that moving forward, that's the face that you see in any mass reproductions or any posters. But if you look at 1, like it looks, I don't know, it looks just more fucked up to me, and I really like that.
Oh, for sure.
I get why they changed. He still looks fucked up in the sequels, obviously. I mean, he fucking have his face is split. But I don't know. I think he looks better in 1. Now, as far as what you're talking about, the spasming, that was the only one he did it in. Like, every time you saw him, he was screaming and then just flailing frantically and then running. And if you look at 2, 3, and 4, he didn't do that. He was slow and he would
He's
take
a little.
his time.
I don't know. He still gets a little like.
Not like the first
round up.
one.
Not, I'll give you that. Not like the first one. Yeah.
They definitely honed him in to kind of move forward with the sequels. But I really love the Victor Crowley of the first one the best.
Absolutely.
I would say this one sits on the edge of some comedy, and I think half of that is because of, honestly, Token, who literally is reacting the way everybody should, which is, I'm hiding in a fucking tree.
He's hanging from a tree. He's like, I ain't coming down. No.
I go down.
And it's great because the other ones, they have some comedy, but he carries that first one. It's just, again, he reacts the way he would. I'm gonna stay up in this tree till it's fucking daylight. Y'all are some dumb motherfuckers for fucking walking around the woods.
Here's another comedic relief part that I really liked about the first one is they have like the group and everyone's like splitting up, and they have a group of like 4, and they're standing around some bushes, and there's like rattling in the bushes, and Token is like, oh my god, we gotta check this out, blah blah blah, and everyone's like, I'm not fucking doing it. And then he ends up like very comedically going up to like checking it out, like, bouncing back and forth and like, oh my God, and the look on his face is hilarious. And it turned out to be like a raccoon. And you're like, okay. And he has this like sigh of relief, like, oh, haha, it's just a raccoon. And then 2 seconds later, Victor Crowley comes out with a fucking hatchet and starts killing motherfuckers.
Yep.
Which, if you watch enough horror movies, you know,
Par for the course, that's par for the course.
That's not the rustling in the bushes you need to worry about. It's when you
after.
it's the cat that jumps out at you, the raccoon, whatever it's going to be. It's right after that when you're fucked. But yeah, man, the kills in this. I mean, the entire series, but the first one establishes we're gonna have some fun. Old ladies' mouths are getting ripped open.
Yeah,
that motherfucker's getting stomped and stabbed, and fucking like fucking the Murray brother gets his ass fucked up.
I will say that I think like there's only 2 of the first one that were like really, I thought really went the extra mile to be like just very creative. Because when we talk about the kills here, it's not just the gore; it's the creativity that went into these kills. In the first one, for me, the second best. My first was definitely that very first kill of the whole fucking series. Outside of that, you saw, you didn't see Robert Englund's death, but was when he takes one of the porn chicks, she falls to her knees. Like she's getting ready to give him head, and he takes the fucking belt sander and just fucking goes. I'm like, dude, that's so good. Because from one view, it looks like she's just like sucking his dick.
Yeah,
and, like, but she's
got a belt sander to the face.
That shit's hilarious.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. Oh man, yeah.
So we get our final girl, and
who was there for because Robert Englund's character and his son was
her father and brother.
Yep.
That's the whole reason she's there on the tour is to
get revenge.
She believes in she believes in the ghost story. Like she's like, no, some shit fucked up happened. They they went into this fucked up part. They didn't come back. Some shit's happened, and she's aware.
So towards the end of the first one, you have the final girl, and then you have the main sad guy who didn't like tits.
Sad sack.
Yeah.
They're running from him and trying to figure out what's going on and everything. And another comedic part I thought was really funny is shit goes down with like Victor Crowley and sad no tit guy. Is he like stabs him in some way, but he ends up like escaping. But when he like stabs him, he like drools all of this like green nasty vomit drool all up in his mouth.
That's right.
His open mouth.
Yeah.
And then when sad tit guy runs away, he just starts violently throwing up because it was
understandably
so
so. Understandably so.
I forgot about it. Yeah, that is fucking gross and awesome.
This is a trend that's in all of them, and I don't remember. I think the one Asian dude,
Sean. He's Sean in the first one.
Sean in the first one says it on all of them except for like part 3, but there's a thread where it's you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
and someone says it in all of them. I'm pretty sure it's Sean / his brother / whoever the fuck he was in the fourth one. But the third one, when we get to that, there's actually a callback to the first one because remember this happens over 3 days.
Yes.
So there's a callback in the third one to the first movie, which is awesome.
Which makes it brilliant.
Yeah.
Y'all, these series are so fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but she's right.
Yeah.
That's beautiful shit right there.
How big my boner is. Like I fucking love this series.
Yeah.
It's just so brilliant. Like everything. Like it's theoretically like a B movie, like a bad movie, but it's so brilliant and so well thought out. And watching them all together, there's so many callbacks and there's so many like crossover scenes. Like we're about to talk about the Asian guy and like it's just brilliant. It's brilliantly written. I fucking love this series.
Yep.
Because literally the director had to call that dude and be like, "Hey, can you just roll up? I'm making the third one. Just you're going to wear the same shirt. Just cover yourself in blood because it's the third night instead of years later, and just do another cameo for a second." And that's fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And so, yeah, basically, she's the only survivor, and she's in the water. Crowley attacks the boat. She breaks free. She's in the water, and we go into Hatchet 2. See, Hatchet ends right there.
Stops.
Hatchet 2 starts literally her splashing in the water, like you said, directly at like seconds, people. And the dude who warned them from the beginning was drinking his own piss.
Drinking his own piss guy.
Piss guy. Yeah, we'll call him piss guy. Finds her and takes him back to his own shack. And then once he finds out who she is, kicks her out.
Yep.
and he's kind of watching the porn dude's video camera because he found that, and he hears a movement, and he's like, "Oh crap! No, I told her to go away. I sent her away." Dude, this goes down as one of the best deaths for me in part 2. When Crowley kills this dude, and you see him punch him in the stomach, and then you see pan up, and the dude run away, and then he stops, and then when they pan out to the whole view of the shed, he's got his intestines, and then he starts pulling him towards him with his guts, dude.
Yes.
Come on, that's
And something I want to add
makes
is
my heart happy.
the practical effects on these kills are good. They're
Yes.
really good.
Yes. Very, because they're well done practical effects. Like that shit took time.
It did.
Like, not saying that the CG effects don't take time, but that took multiple people time, to do that. All these death scenes. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like one special effects guy. There was a whole team that was building and making different molds at different times of the kill. Because some of the kills, it's like grading down something. Well, if you're gonna do multiple shots during the kill, you need them at different levels of the kill, right? So that's somebody doing a different mold
Absolutely.
each time. Fucking crazy, man. I love it.
Now, we do find out in the second one, the reason that dude freaked out is because of her last name. And apparently her family is responsible. We get a little more detail about the origin of Victor Crowley, whereas he was all birth defect, and these kids fucking set the fucking house on fire, and then the dad is trying to break down the fucking door and accidentally hatchets fucking Victor in the fucking head. But anybody that was connected with that fire, they got a death curse on them.
They got a death curse.
I'll be honest. I had to set you up with that one. But so pretty much, she goes back to fucking Tony Todd. She's like, "Hey, fuckhead, everybody's dead, and Victor Crowley's real. We need to take this motherfucker out."
Then we get the crew scene, which I don't know if you guys saw when he has his meeting to get the crew together. Lloyd Kaufman's in there.
Oh yeah.
Lloyd Kaufman's in there.
Lloyd Kaufman's in there. There's a few just random ass motherfuckers. The dude that was in You're Next, the shitty fucking
AJ Bowen.
Yeah.
AJ Bowen.
He's in it.
Tom Holland. So he did Fright Night, director or writer of Fright Night.
Yep.
He's in it. I mean,
and they set him up that he's supposed to be her uncle, who was also
Tom
supposed
Holland, the uncle, yeah.
So, and that's the whole thing, is that Tony Todd's like, all right, let's go fuck this motherfucker up. But he's also like, I can also end the fucking curse. Sacrifice, bring your uncle along, help out. Also, fucking kill this motherfucker.
Dick.
Yeah.
I do know, now's a good time to bring it up, is the tourboat guide in the first one, the Asian guy, he ends up dying. And then in the second movie, it's the exact same actor, and it's his brother. He's like, my brother went missing. What?
Yeah.
And it's the same actor.
And you're like, all right.
So funny. It's so brilliant.
And then you realize, well, that's coincidental. And then by the third one, it's not coincidental. It's totally on purpose what this director does. Yeah. I love the fact that there is one actor in this entire franchise.
Yeah, who dies like twice. And they come back as so for the he's the brother of the guy that died originally in the first one, and then in the third one he's a paramedic. And when they're bringing the deceased body of his prior role, the guy's like, "Oh, this dude looks a lot like you." And he's like, "What? Are you saying all Asians look alike?" But it's literally the same actor.
The guy's like, "No, I mean, seriously, he looks just like you." And we all know.
So good.
Yeah.
So
and
good.
then in the fourth one, it's 10 years later. And
of the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one, yeah. Where he's also in that one. So, like, it's the same actor, brilliantly casted.
So awesome.
Yeah. It's such a fun way to keep this, like, the same actor. And it's such a,
But like we had brought up earlier, as the first one you had about 10 motherfuckers, this one's like, all right, let's get about, 17, 18.
Dude, there's a lot of people.
Because, Tony Todd's like, all right, I'm putting a fucking bounty. Whoever kills Victor Crowley. And so you get a bunch of, motherfuckers with some expertise, some having no fucking clue what they're doing, but they all
wasn't one of the first kills when they first went out there the long chainsaw with a double between the legs.
Later. That was
a little bit later.
Balls hanging and oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ!
The first kill, other than Piss Guy,
It was piss guy.
Piss rigger.
There was apparently a redneck that pulls the jaw off. I wrote that down.
Oh, it was the big dude. He was actually it's funny. That dude is I can't remember pronounce his name, but he actually played Leatherface in part 3 of Texas Chainsaw.
That's right.
It was a big bald headed dude with the beard, and he yanked his jaw off. Right. That's him, right?
Yeah, I think that.
No,
was...
he was later. He was later, and that's
all
my
I
bad.
wrote down was redneck pulls jaw off. I
can't remember which guy that was, but I know the death. I just can't.
We'll get there. It's on my list. We'll get there. My favorite death, my favorite fucking death is
please
there's.
tell me it's gonna be this one.
It is gonna be this one. It's the couple. They have this guy and this girl who were like a thing back in the day. They broke up. She's drama, but they're still flirting and stuff. So they're like looking for Victor Crawley, and they're like, all right, well let's get frisky, you know, let's start having some
never
sex.
understood that.
Yeah.
So they start
Time to fuck.
Hold on. They start having sex, and the fucking dirty talk. She's like, oh, tell me you want it. Tell me you want it. He's like, oh, I want it. And then she's like, tell me you want it more than Jesus. Tell me you love it more than
what
Jesus.
the fuck?
And he's like, I love it equally the same as Jesus. And then Victor Crawley fucking
here we go.
chops his head off,
Yep.
where his body is convulsing inside of her. And she's from behind, so she's like, oh, baby, that's so hard. Like, oh, this is so good. And then he, like, dies and stops. And she's like, don't stop on me. Like, come on, let's go. And she turns around just to see Victor Crawley with a fucking hatchet and then fucking kills her.
awesome.
Hatchet
Naked.
in the vagina.
Yeah.
Hatchet in
the vagina. That's my second favorite. That's right there. Hatchet to the vagina. That scene was fucking
I
hilarious.
just love that she was like, oh, do you love this more than Jesus?
But Victor Crawley, he's an equal opportunity because, again, hatchet to the vagina, and then we were bringing it up earlier, but long ass fucking chainsaw to the
You just
fucking
see some
groin
hanging balls.
and
It
hanging
was
balls.
terrible.
So
too.
he's equal
Both those
opportunity.
scenes made me hurt though. I'm sorry. I don't have a vagina. A hatchet to the vagina made me cringe. The chainsaw, the balls. I have those. Made me like ow. Like something about mutilation to genitalia makes me uncomfortable.
Well, it should.
Yeah.
It absolutely should. Lowdown.
No, but it's like some people are like it's a death scene, like it's a horror movie where we just started, you can get desensitized. So if you see like, oh, that was a cool way, it's like no, like ow, fuck, man.
You see the balls.
Yeah, dude, god damn it. What she's bent over, so it's not like it's like up through the legs. Like she's bent over, it's like spread. Fuck, man.
Lord.
But no, but brilliant. Again, talk about creative. That way to do two deaths in one scene, like it's so awesome. It's so
good.
And Adam Green's the only one that directed and wrote. He directed and wrote the first two. He only wrote 3 and 4. He didn't direct those. Which honestly, I think going forward, you kind of start to see a slight decline in the movies, a little bit.
A little bit.
And I think it's just because he couldn't. He was doing some other stuff. Like, he had a show that was on for a while too.
Yeah.
I think that kept his. I forget where it aired, but I know that probably kept him busy for a little while, and he wasn't able to just like dedicate all
also
the directing
did
abilities.
The horror movie Frozen, not the Disney flick, but
Yeah,
it
the
was
horror
another
movie
part.
Frozen.
I had to make sure
Yeah.
people go, he directed the Disney. No, it's a whole other movie
and
called Frozen.
Another funny thing, or a cool thing, Adam Green cameos in all 3 of the first 3 films. It's all over Mardi Gras weekend. So the first movie, you see him as a passed out drunk guy.
Yep.
In the second movie, at the very beginning, when she's walking back to Tony Todd's place, there's a dude puking.
Oh, is
That's
that
him. And in the third one, he's the dude who gets brought into the tank next to her
Oh.
when she's locked up.
Yeah.
That's him. So he's like, he has his own little cam. I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
And he's dressed as the same drunk guy through all movies. Like he went back and like, all right, I'm wearing a green shirt, I'm wearing this, these many beads. Like if you look, he's wearing the same shit over the course of the 3 movies.
Dude, this
It's really cool.
fucking series is so good.
Yeah,
but
it's so
let's
good.
just say, all right, so they make it to his cabin, where at that point the few remaining fucking like people that are supposed to take him out, and it's Tony Todd, the uncle, sadly enough,
the big dude.
The big
the big
dude.
biker dude.
This is you know what I'm talking about.
And then, of course, the Asian brother, the identical.
he gets the belt sander to the back.
He
of
gets
the
the belt
dome.
sander.
Yeah.
He gets another belt sander. So they're like fighting and they're brawling, and you're thinking like, oh, this big biker dude's gonna, do something. He puts his head on the table.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Curb
right. Yeah.
stomps his fucking head. His head is cut in half.
It's so
Whoosh!
badass.
Slides across the
Sliding
table.
across the table.
Slides across the table.
Dude, these death scenes
Oh.
are fucking amazing.
I'm sorry, but my top one in this movie is the final one, really, which is Tony Todd.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Victor Crowley's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm taking some time with you, motherfucker, and I'm fucking you up, and your head's coming off with fucking spine." Like he fucks Tony Todd's
He
character
takes his
up.
time. He's like stepping on me. He's
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
"Ugh."
It's like he doesn't just take him out easily. He's just like, I'm gonna make sure this lasts as long as possible. Like Victor Crowley,
Well, it's even
fucking
the whole
hates.
thing where he's like hacking away at him first too.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, he literally hacks him in half,
Yeah.
one swipe at a time. Folks, hatchets aren't that big.
Yeah.
Okay, like they're not a giant thing. The blades may be like all of 4 inches long. Like I mean, the hatchets aren't
It's
big.
gonna take a while.
Yeah, God, that fucking movie. But yeah, so that ends with,
Final girl again.
well, she's going to town on him.
She's fucking him up this time. She's
Stomping the
his
skull,
Yeah, his
like-
face is just mush at that point.
Yeah. And there it ends. That's where, and then
Yep.
and then part
Part
three.
three of
just-
it, and she's
That's right there.
finishing off. She's like, "All right, a few more hacks. Now get up and walk as sexy as possible into the fucking police station covered in blood." I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She takes that shower. I know you're
God,
talking
No,
about.
she does take that shower though.
Yeah,
for real.
I know.
She takes that shower.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's
it's
pretty fucking sexy. Anyhow, but yeah, they're like, "Whose blood?" And she's like, "Fucking Victor Crowley." And
but who asks whose blood? Another cameo. Zach Galligan.
that's right.
Gremlins. He's the sheriff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you gotta, like, again, you
gotta have
each
a
of these
cameo,
movies
man.
has to have cameos. I think this one is
Not
Might
as
have
heavy
the-
as two
No, this
had.
one
Two
might
was
have-
heavy.
Well, this one also had the girl from Texas too.
yeah,
Carolyn
Texas
Williams.
Chainsaw
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
She was like the main
crazy
advocate.
person.
Yeah. For the
And-
curse, like you gotta, you know, it's your bloodline. Like
She is
she got
so
so annoying
obnoxious,
while in
yeah.
that fucking
Annoying.
movie.
I mean, it's obviously the character she's playing, but god damn, that kid, yeah, she's annoying. And you have one more cameo that I know you were probably a huge fan of.
on Derek Mears.
Yeah.
I was stoked for that.
Yeah.
It's a giant dick. He was such a dick.
But it's amazing.
Holy
Because it's like, yeah, I was Jason, and I'm a fucking asshole now. Like, yeah.
yeah.
And you have a Jason versus Jason moment. You have fucking Kane Hodder as fucking Hatchet versus him as the fucking SWAT guy. Mm-hmm. You don't get a lot of that.
You know, no, that's true. You don't. Well, another cool thing. One of the guys that was I can't remember if he was a medic or if he was SWAT, but there was a guy named Jason Trust, and if you've seen the last Slayer album or the final Slayer album, Repentless, their videos went in sync. They were telling like a story, like like a mini movie through all the music videos. He was the main character in all those videos.
Oh.
So, this movie came out beforehand, but if you recognize him in the videos, you're like, where the fuck I know him from? And you're a horror fan. It's like, because the first video, Repentless, for that album was a gore fest. It was like a prison fight, and people were getting like eyes gouged out and just
Wild.
fucking throat slit, guts pulled out. So it kind of fit the trend of Hatchet. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, also, not only in the Slayer videos, but he's in a little series called the FP, which we have covered the first movie on Beautiful Disasters, which is fucking awesome. A post-apocalyptic Dance Dance Revolution movie.
What?
And he literally
man.
wears an eye patch, but
I think
yeah.
that's his thing. I think he's just missing an eye.
And it was weird
He
because
wears an eye patch on his
obviously
thing.
I watched Hatchet 3 before I watched that, and I was like, I know that motherfucker. Holy shit. But yeah, so I'll just a little branch off. Yeah, he was also an FFP. There's 2 of those.
No, he I think he just, because he wears an eye patch in Hatchet 3, so I think he just is missing an eye. Or has a fucked up eye.
Yeah.
That's pretty sure.
Or he likes eye patches.
I mean, maybe he just like, maybe
When you
he
think
just
of eye
has a
patches,
thing for eye
no,
patches.
he probably has something going
But
on.
we gotta really say the biggest cameo in 3 is gotta be Sid Haig, though.
Sid Haig.
Right?
As the most racist motherfucker.
Dude, it's hilarious, though.
Oh.
He's so funny. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, racism done that way it's hysterical.
Yeah.
It's just fucking
Well, because
funny.
he's out in the fucking boonies and his own cabin.
He's always like, huh? What? Like, you'll say something racist, and the guy will be like, what? He's like, huh?
Yeah.
What? No.
But this definitely has, at the point of the series, the biggest kill count because you get the entire police force, pretty much. You get all the medics. You get the SWAT who come in to tell the police force, we got this shit.
Which
but
you
they don't.
Which you don't.
And so you just get fucking like so many fucking people that are like, kill me now, kill me now, please.
The deaths were lackluster in 3 compared to the first 2. I really do.
I agree.
I feel like they just weren't as inventive.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall 3 and contribute to this conversation, but it's not the strongest.
You got more.
Not coming off of 2.
You get
2,
more
I think, is the powerhouse.
limbs getting ripped off.
Yeah,
like there's
which is
the one.
fine,
There's the one dude that's scared shitless, wants to get the fuck out of there, and then the last minute's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna be the fucking man. Grabs a rocket launcher, fucking blows up the cabin. But then
just misses him.
Victor Crawley pretty much grabs him, rips his fucking arms off, and then slowly puts his head down, like
in the mud.
Yeah, in the mud, because you can't lift yourself up because your arms are over.
Derek Mears had a good kill, I guess, because that's when he ripped his spine out and his skull through his like, skull. Like, that was
and
cool.
And you knew he was gonna have a good kill though.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, other than that, dude, like my favorite part was the callback to dude from the first one in the boat.
In the first one, the dude in the boat in the first movie. You assume that he's killed in the boat, and
this is broken-hearted dude.
No tit dude.
No tit
dude. You assume he's dead, but then the third one, they make it back to the boat, and then she like screams because she realizes he's still in there and still alive, and he ends up getting killed by Victor Crowley. And he's like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
Yeah, that's where the line comes in. It's like he survived the stabbing the first time, just to like,
and his arm ripped off.
That's right. And he flies up as a human, and he's like, and then like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And bam, like, come on, dude,
brilliant,
that's so good.
It's so good.
So we get to where pretty much SWAT's fucked, everybody's fucked. You get the main sheriff.
Dude, that whole scene was annoying. When they're on the boat, and he's trying to get through him with a belt sander. That was just too much. It was like, you're not going to cut through.
But you got Andrew, the paramedic.
Yeah.
You got the sheriff. And then the one other female that.
Yeah, that's not.
I can't remember. Yeah, because she gets killed. So, because I will say this, though, is that scene, it drags on too much, but there is some tension where he stops and they're like, is it safe? But no, it's never fucking safe. And she finds out because, she turns into mush.
Yeah. As he pulls her out, turning her into mush.
But eventually, they set up this whole thing where you got to get you got to get you got to get Pop's ashes,
which is where they went to City Hague for.
Yeah,
was for Pop's ashes,
and then that's how you defeat Victor Crawley. So, which I guess
Tom Holland's already dead.
Yeah,
Tony Todd's already dead. So he was the last one.
Yeah.
Was her dad?
Yeah.
Right? Was that it?
No, his dad. It was. Was it the somebody's ashes?
Somebody's ashes.
Yeah.
Because her dad.
No, it was Victor Crawley's dad's ashes.
That's right. Yeah, Victor Crawley's dad's ashes. Yep.
Yeah, but which is good. Yeah, you just have to be really fucking fast and efficient to use the ashes because they're like, we got the ashes, and like that's cool, but I'm still a killing machine, and so even though she has the fucking ashes at that point. He still fucks her up.
He throws her into a tree. She gets like gutted
as he's fucking melting. Yeah, he's still fucking melting. He's just like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna kill you till I'm fucking all mush.
Yeah, and she gets thrown literally impaled onto a fucking tree branch. And she had to break the branch. Fucking A.
Yeah.
So this is where we stop the connections. Kind of like I said, Friday the 13th did that, where like the first 4 were all connected, and then once 5 came out, it was like, well, no, 2, 3, 4 were connected.
But the ashes,
there's 3 films that were connected.
They took him out with the ashes, so
took him out
end
of the
the series.
No,
or maybe not.
So we do the Victor Crowley, and I will say I think I enjoyed this more than 3. Because they just went back to saying, like, all right, we're just going to make some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, they really just made some dumb
what's
shit.
great is that literally you got, again, Andrew, the Asian guy, the paramedic, who is now 10 years later, and he's like, my experience with, because, I mean, fucking, if you do the 3 nights, there's 40 plus dead motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Victor Crawley, the guy that got turned to mush at the end of the 3rd one. So, of course, everybody's like, yeah, Victor Crawley, you're a fucking serial killer. Like, nobody fucking believes him. Yeah. And they hold him responsible for everybody that died that night. But he's selling a book, and he's on...
It's called I Survivor.
Yeah. I Survivor.
Yeah.
And who is his like fucking publicist?
Oh, man.
Oh, Angela!
Yeah, Felissa Rose, the fucking... There you go. Talk about another huge horror cameo.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
You had to have it. So.
But before that, you had the 2 couple that were getting their fuck on in the swamp, and they run into a dude. That was Tyler Mane.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not only is that, but the dude that got killed, anybody that's watched any of the new Mystery Science Theater, that's the main guy in that is the dude that does the Mystery Science Theater now as the host.
Oh, shit,
So
okay.
Jonah Ray, I believe is his name.
Nice.
But yeah, Jonah Ray. But yeah, it's him. And again, you can pick up this one. It's like we're gonna lean a lot into the comedy on this one.
Which
Because-
I thought the first two had, and the third one didn't.
yeah, but this one, literally that first
I don't
scene,
think the third one had a lot of the comedy.
Jonah Ray, he's out in the swamp. He proposes to his girlfriend, and she has the greatest, snottiest reaction you
Oh,
will
dude, it was
ever
horrible.
see.
It was so
Gross.
bad.
He's like, oh, just wipe your face. Oh God, just get it off. Just get it
It's
off.
just, and she's sad. She's like, "Are you sad? Are you upset with me?" And there's snot fucking everywhere.
Oh.
But they hear a mysterious sound, and they go there, and that's where you get Tyler Mane fucking throwing out another cameo for about 3 seconds before
He dies.
Yeah,
I will say though, you do definitely get desensitized if you're going to watch these all in one go.
seriously.
Yeah.
Because by the fourth, you're like, oh. I mean, you could be split up the middle, and then you make fucking like jumping rope out of their guts, and you'll be like, whatever, because it's just so.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So I would say at least do half and half, maybe. Like give yourself some sleep time in between.
Jonah Ray's death is pretty simple, but her death is he stomps on her, rips her arms off, just everything you could do.
So I will say, like, I do think I enjoy this more than 3, but it's still low on the 4 for me because this one you can tell that it had more money. It didn't have the fun metal song intro. It definitely was more polished, and Hatchet.
This one
Doesn't
never
need
needs to be.
It
It never
doesn't
needs
need
to be.
I think
Exactly.
this one they try to do a theatrical release on.
Yeah, and I'm
it's
just
very
like,
short, but
I was just like, no.
And the weird thing is this
ruined.
one
It kind of ruined the feel, though.
it has one main set piece, which is
A
the
plane.
Plane crashes, and your main cast is in this plane most of the movie. You get to the filmmakers, kids that are bring back him out of the woods, but for the most part, I'd say more than half the movie is in the fucking plane.
Yeah, it's in the plane, so it's like, all right, your budget's not that big, dude. Could you like?
I will say I do love how they brought him back though, because
Tony Todd's fucking
literally
like,
YouTube video.
Yeah, it's just and it's Tony Todd making a kind of a cameo. Like he's not really. It's not like credited as like a cameo, but he got paid for that.
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
had to film that just to have it showing on the phone.
I will
That
say
was awesome.
a lot of the deaths are pretty basic. You get a pretty cool scene where they've now made a like tour of the Victor Crawley
So
area.
that dude who runs that tour, he's like known for some other stuff in the horror world. I saw some people take a picture at him in a con prior to COVID, because they weren't, no one was.
Are you talking about Deputy Dewey
Yeah.
from Scary Movie?
Yes. Deputy Dewey from Scary Movie.
And
yes.
he kind of steals the show in this movie.
does.
He's
He does.
amazing. He's a tour guide, aspiring actor.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds you all the time of that.
Oh, but dude,
And he has some of the best lines in the movie. It's very dad jokey, but goddamn, he steals
what's
it.
fucked up though? Really is like. You got the one chick who's pinned as the water's filling the fucking
Yeah.
plane. Like I'm like, this is shit. Like nobody can do anything to
Yeah.
get her head out of the water. I'm like, come on, guys. Fuck. It's
Well,
Her death was sad. She just
before she- hold
drowned
on,
to death.
just
before she
slowly drowned
dies-
to death.
Yeah, it's sad.
before she drowns to death, you find out she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And Brian Quinn, who in Practical Jokers, and he's connected with Kevin Smith, stuff like that, is the baby daddy. Mm-hmm. And literally before she drowns to death, he's one of the first victims. As he looks out the fucking plane,
Yeah.
he gets killed, his head comes off. So not only is she pregnant with the dude's
Yeah.
that's now been murdered, but she drowns to death.
She drowns to
That's
death.
a pretty fucking
Who
shitty
kills
day.
a pregnant woman? Like when? Like
Fuck
seriously,
up.
that doesn't really happen that often.
Yeah, that does.
Normally that's like okay, you're going okay, you're hardcore. I got you.
All right, Hunter.
But hold on, real quick. One more cameo we forgot.
Okay.
So there was Laura Ortiz. She was the like younger, sexy dress like horny girl in the group.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was Ruby in the Hills Have Eyes remake.
Yep.
Oh,
She
I
played the
didn't
little.
see that.
Well, if you watch it, she's the little girl with the red hoodie who saves the baby.
I'll throw
basically.
another one. She's the chick in the Collectors place that it makes the place
In the
explode.
sequel, the collectors.
Yeah.
The sequel, the
in
collection.
in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's a chick that literally is like, I'm fucking done with your shit, and grabs the stone and blows up the collector's
I didn't
place.
know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Do you
all right.
want to talk about
I'm going to talk about the greatest
your
kill.
favorite kill?
In my opinion, the greatest kill in the entire series
Oh, it is. It totally is.
is
It's the only kill worth of note in the fourth one, dude.
God damn it.
It's not it's like literally the
I
only
will
kill
throw
that
it out
fucking
there.
matters.
It's my favorite. If you say the Hatchet series top kill, this is it.
It is.
This is why I can't. There's problems with Victor Crowley, but it has the greatest kill in there because fucking Angela herself, the publicist, runs out of the plane, fucking gets caught by Victor Crowley, who rips her arm off, holding the cell phone. What's he gonna do? Right up the snatch, through her fucking mouth. Cell phone coverage happens. God damn it! I love that fucking kill so
Shoves
much.
her own arm
damn.
up her
yeah.
vagina.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
Like, oh my god.
I think that I feel like that was as risky as they could get if they were trying to have a release in theater. Maybe
But it was
I don't know.
still fucking amazing.
But as far as the series goes, that is the best.
Yeah.
that is the best kill.
Yeah.
and I
Far
want.
down.
I'm kind of like 99% sure that it dealt with genitalia in reference to Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I mean,
that would make sense.
you know,
Yeah.
I remember when I saw him, like, Felissa Rose, okay. Like, I mean, it's just like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
genitalia, cool, I got it.
Well,
All
we
right.
know she's got a vagina.
Yeah.
I'll say that
Yeah.
for sure.
Dude, yeah, she is like smoking for being like, what,
Oh, yeah.
50s?
For sure.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, she does.
And she's been filming shit like as the actors have been trying to do during COVID. Like, so is Danielle Harris. She's been filmed a couple things.
Yeah.
But she'll take video. They're like her and Felissa Rose both do it. Like they'll do like videos and you see them take their mask off and they're like, "Hey, we were just on set, yada yada yada, doing this and that." I'm like, looking forward to those movies.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we get to, I guess, we'll just say the last three. We get to Andrew, the, you know, Asian paramedic that survived from the first three. The Dylan, you know, Deputy Doofus, and
Deputy
fucking Rose, the last chick that was with the couple, and shows up, and fucking Deputy Doofus fucking sacrifices himself, throws Victor Crowley into the fucking, somehow they're able to start the plane back up and get one of the engines
And
going.
they throw them into
Yeah. And it's weird because it just ends.
yeah.
And you're like, okay, are we doing the same thing? But as
It
of
just ends.
as of yet, we have
No, it
not
just
had any
ends.
sequels. And when did Victor Crowley come out? 2017.
2017.
Now, maybe this COVID stuff might have
Yeah.
thrown a little wrench into
Maybe.
that. So.
Honestly, I'm not mad. If it ends there, I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
that's cool. I'm
But we're
fine.
almost
mad.
just waiting for another one. Come on, we watched three of them where it ends so abruptly, and then it starts again in that exact spot. So
Well, no, it didn't end abruptly there. If you watch, there's a post-credit scene where Daniel Harris' character is watching the news, and she gets out of her fucking rocker, grabs her fucking, grabs something. I think it was like a shotgun or something.
Yeah.
And she goes to leave her house.
that even
So,
makes
did
it
you watch
more.
that?
I you know what? I didn't watch that. Yeah.
It's a post-credit scene, so it doesn't actually end abruptly. You watch the credits, then it shows her scene. So it's showing that if they're going to do a sequel, she's coming back, and she's like.
But that even helps out a
But you
little
can
bit more.
see she had like a little bit of a limp because she was fucking impaled.
Yeah,
So
that's
she-
what
she
happens
definitely
sometimes.
Acted
I
that up.
am bummed out. I did not see that post-credit scene because that makes
back
it
and watch that.
more badass
Yeah.
for me.
Go back and
But
watch that.
honestly, if it ends here, I'm happy. If you have another one, I'm happy. Because like,
They're not going to do a shitty job if they do another half.
oh, yeah,
They can't.
They can't. And honestly, like some of the movies are stronger than the other ones, but as a series, it's pretty consistent. It's
It
a
is.
pretty consistent series.
And I do have a little couple. I have a fun little couple tidbits that are kind of went through all the movies. So out of all four of the movies, at some point, someone throws up. Mm-hmm. Everybody that they make when they make sure they get a puke scene, they always use cold clam chowder and OJ mixed that they make the person puke out. I'm like, you're a sadist.
Wow.
The
Gross.
fuck is
And the fact that you're
wrong
like,
with
all
you?
right, so we gotta have a throw up scene.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
No, but that's
true.
That's
Yeah.
a trivia fact. That's true. It's like this is what we're doing when we film it. This is what we use. So
All right.
your character's puking.
Yep.
Have at it.
Gross.
Oh, dude, cold clam chowder.
No, thank you.
Oh, so gross. And then we talked about the you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Which is just a fun little.
That's fun.
That's just fun.
It's one of those series though that, like, you know, I once it warms up again, I'm doing outside movies. You can have a bunch of friends over, put it in. You can sort of pay attention if you want to, but the dialogue's unnecessary. But it's that, all right, talk. All right, everybody stop. Watch this fucking awesome kill. Talk. Like, it's just one of those, it's a great party movie. Any of them. You just throw it on there and just go, all right, watch this fucking badass kill.
Y'all, I love this series. Like, it does not take a lot of brain energy.
Not at all.
You just watch it, enjoy the simple little plot, enjoy the comedic relief, and just watch these gory ass, well done, creative ass kills. Like, that's what it's about.
I will say one thing that I was very excited about is I do collect the Toonie Terror ones, and it's all these horror icons. And of the newest series, who made it on there?
Victor Crowley.
I was so excited because you have your Freddy, your Leatherface, Jason.
I'm ready for a Victor Crowley mask.
And that's the thing is that he's made it to that level of being that.
It just took a while.
Strong horror icon, yeah.
I mean, think about it, the first. I mean, there was a big gap between 3 and Victor Crowley.
It makes it now where I actually want to get Kane Hodder's autograph because.
Oh, be nice.
I'm trying. Look, I am.
Be nice.
He's not in my favorite. He's just not in my favorite Friday the 13th movies.
No,
but
no,
he's made up for those Friday the 13th movies with these Hatchet movies. So there you go.
Fair.
Yeah.
So all right, quick rapid fire. Favorite Hatchet movie.
Oh Lord. Probably 2. 2 for me.
God damn it! It's hard because my favorite kill's Victor Crowley, but I would say I'm gonna go with 3. I know that's kind of random, but there's just so many motherfuckers that get killed in that, and they just pile up the bodies.
I'm gonna say because of the amounts, but also adding the creativity. I'm going with 2.
Okay.
Because the deaths were not there was the higher amount in 3, but the deaths were not creative in 3 comparatively.
Yeah, but again,
the most creative death was in 4, but there was that.
That's about it.
That was it. That was the only one that actually was like, oh. So I'm gonna go with. I will 2, say this though. I enjoyed through and through.
Another bonus with 3 for me is the trick of having Sad Sack show up.
Yes.
So and that right there just. So unexpected. Like in a horror movie that at that point when you get to part 3, you know pretty much what's going to happen. I had no idea.
That was left field. That was
and
left
that
field.
Right there puts it a little higher.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. And what's great about this series is like we're having this conversation, but they're all solid movies that interact so well together. So some may be better than others, but they're all really solid.
Yeah, you don't have like a Nightmare 2 in this, that you just want to disown.
I mean, you say 2, I'm talking 5.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, you think about, like, obviously Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is amazing, 2 just went so off course, where, and that's what happens sometimes with these
Yeah, all 4 of
movies.
these flow.
Yeah.
They flow.
Absolutely.
And they wrote Victor Crowley to flow, kind of like ignoring previous ones, kind of that realm, like like the Halloween thing, where it's like, no, these didn't happen. We're just picking up this many years later, So no, they make all the movies flow in one way or another. So you're right. There's not that one oddball out kind of thing. Yeah, and to do that and to actually create a new slasher series in the 2000s, it's impressive.
Solid.
I mean, that's impressive because think about it. You think a genre's been like beat to death, but
it came out. I feel like it came out because you had that resurgence of horror in the 90s with Scream and stuff like that, but then you had the oversaturation that started happening, and so
this is coming out in the 2000s,
and that's what I'm saying is
you
had to get something like the Hatchet series that says stop taking yourself so seriously,
stop making PG-13 horror movies,
stop making PG-13 or tongue-in-cheek ones, and just have fucking fun.
Yeah,
there you go.
This is why they were popular 20 years ago.
Yeah.
These movies are fun.
Yep.
They are so fun. Go watch them.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up on the Hatchet end. And, that doesn't mean we're done. But before we get to that last segment, just got to talk a little bit about sponsors and stuff.
Sponsors.
Yeah. So OG, the original, we got Amazon.com. So go to GeoAdPodcast.com. Click on the tab that says links. And it is literally the first link under that page. Click on that, and it'll take you to Amazon to shop like normal, just through our link. So you can just shop like normal, nothing else different, and we just get a little kickback. And
go on there, get your Toonie Terror, Victor Crowley, or any of the
Hatchet series.
Yeah,
I mean, for real. I mean, just any other horror necessity.
Actually, one thing that's really cool that Amazon had, that when they were promoting Victor Crowley, the book that Andrew wrote,
I Survivor.
Yeah. is literally
Thank
on
you.
sale on Amazon.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They did
That's
that
awesome.
before the movie came out to promote it, and it's still on Amazon.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I need to buy that. Just
Yeah.
have it on my bookshelf.
Seriously.
That's fucking badass. I wonder if it's like actually done like a real book though.
I don't know,
Where you
it's-
read it and it's actually like his story of. That'd be awesome.
Well, we need to go on Amazon.
Someone needs to pick it up, yeah.
Through the link and find out.
Exactly. And second, we got TeePublic. That is where all our shirt designs, hoodie designs, onesie designs, mug designs, I mean, anything you want to put it on, except for koozies, is on TeePublic. So again, you go to GUIpodcast.com, you click the link tab at the top, and the second link on that page will be to TeePublic. And then we have, oh my God, I think we're almost at 40 now. It's like 37,
It's a lot of designs.
38
Yeah.
designs to choose from. All the shows on the network have their own design. Some have multiple. Take your pick. We have our OG, and we also have a new one we got a few months ago called Weapons of Madness. Check those out. And also, while you're on GUIpodcast.com, check out all the other shows on the network. We've got something for everybody, a little flavor for everybody. I mean, it's a wide range. So make sure you check out the other shows on the network as well. And all right, now that that's out of the way, it is time for
Stump the Host.
All right, so Stump the Host is a rapid-fire trivia segment where we ask the guests to bring a series of questions to Stump, Hunter, and I, and then whoever wins just has bragging rights.
Yeah.
All right, so there's no way I could stump either of y'all. So when I'm on here, I cheat and I use the horror trivia game that we have that Hunter has not gone through yet. So this is from that. So who is reigning champion?
Oh, yeah, it would be
F.U.Hunter.
me. Yes.
F.U.Hunter.
What's
so
the count? I can't.
For
As a four. Okay.
your
yeah.
forehead. I don't know
Okay.
the exact numbers, but your
Oh,
forehead.
Lord.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
it's terrible.
see.
He's kicking my
Yeah,
ass.
pressure's on.
Well,
Not really.
In
So
that case,
let's Lowdown go first.
Oh,
I'll
Jesus.
start with Lowdown.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Checkers rules. Loser gets to start
Yeah,
first.
I know,
right?
I know. Man.
What 2014 horror comedy is about beavers becoming zombies?
Zombiever.
Zombievers. That is correct.
Yeah. That one I felt like I've never watched it, but you kind of had to get that
Oh,
one.
that's a BD all day. You guys
Oh,
need to
yeah.
cover that shit.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that movie is stupid.
I did not know what this was, but I thought it'd be a good conversation
That
starter.
movie is fucking stupid. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm excited.
Really,
about it.
the Zombiever
Beavers.
movie is stupid? I never would have thought that.
All right, Hunter, F.U.Hunter. What 1986 horror movie features cameos from Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Simmons?
Oh, Trick or Treat. Yeah.
That-
Which was covered on Beautiful Disasters. So,
That was also a shout out to Murphy because
Yeah.
I know Murphy.
Yeah, I was saying like she fucked us on that with the
as soon as you said,
GalaxyCon last year.
86, Ozzy. I was like,
Yeah,
I mean, I'll let you finish
And
the
Gene
question.
Simmons. I mean, he was the DJ.
Yeah.
All right, 1 for 1. Here we go.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, Lowdown.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the evil company in the Resident Evil movie franchise?
Umbrella Corp.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
Oh, I made these too easy.
Pressure. Oh.
Oh Lord.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
All right, F.U.Hunter. In the movie 28 Days Later, what was the name of the virus that turned most people into flesh-hungry zombies?
I'm just going to say Rage Virus.
The Rage.
All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry I made these easy.
No, because
You didn't make these questions.
you didn't make these questions, and that actually isn't easy because it actually gets referred to as a couple different things, but that's the primary thing it gets referred to
Yes.
as.
The answer is The Rage.
I was worried it was going to be like X237, whatever. And like, I don't fucking know. Like, it's at the very beginning of the movie.
All right, Lowdown.
Mm-hmm.
What character is revealed to be the werewolf in the movie Silver Bullet?
Oh, the priest.
The priest. That is correct.
Can
I'm
you
so
say who,
easy on
who
y'all.
played the priest?
Oh, fuck you. It's Daddy from fucking People Under the Stairs.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I can't even think
Yeah.
of who it is. So.
Yeah. You see him as a werewolf and you see him in leather. He's a leather
Or
daddy.
Hellraiser.
Or Hellraiser. Yeah. Oh, he's Frank. Yeah.
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 I'm too easy on y'all. I am so sorry. All right, F.U.Hunter. Subjects believe that they are a part of a study on insomnia and end up being terrorized by Hugh Crane's ghost in what 1999 film?
Shit.
Read that again.
Subjects believe that they are a part of a study on insomnia and end up being terrorized by Hugh Crane's ghost in what 1999 film?
Fuck, I don't
Oh, wow.
fucking No.
Ukraine. That name sounds familiar. Some bitch.
No one knows.
It's rapid fire. I mean, I don't know.
No.
So we still need a
There you go.
tiebreaker.
You got one.
Yeah.
All right, it's The Haunting.
Oh, it's the Ukraine. That's right.
Yeah, right.
It's
yeah.
The Haunting, which is the remake of the thing.
It's because I hate that movie so much. I blocked it on my
That's
memory.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they did a good one. There we go.
Yeah.
No,
there you go.
that's
Yeah.
right. That was actually an adaptation of the series Haunting of Hill House, but it came out as a single movie.
there
That's
we
why
go.
Ukraine sounded fucking familiar.
So I got one more question. Who's it to?
That'd be me.
Yeah. All right.
So what?
Are we?
What are we?
Wait, I think
You were the only one that got it wrong.
Yeah. So
I just won, right? No, I
Yeah.
went first. I got all 3 right. You only got 2 right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's 6 questions. So that's it. We're done.
All right, then you're done.
We're done.
Fuck this last question.
Well, you can ask
Do
it.
you want to
I mean,
read it?
you can
All
ask it if you
Yeah.
want,
Let's ask and
All
see
right,
if it'll
this is
tell
free
me.
play. Whoever answers it.
It doesn't matter.
What 2005 movie involves a group of friends who got trapped in a cave and encounters strange bloodthirsty
The Descent.
creatures?
Damn
The
it!
Descent.
I was waiting until she finished reading the.
Oh,
no,
fuck
I
you.
know. Yeah.
yeah.
But look at that.
Stuffed Hunter.
Now you're crawling up a little bit there.
It's
So
3 to. It's
yeah.
only 3 ahead.
Yeah, it's only 3
Hey,
ahead.
it's
There you
better
go.
than, it's better than 4. I'll take it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Lowdown.
No, they like. We won't say they're easy because, like especially like a Silver Bullet one. That's not like
never
a
seen
beloved.
that.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not like a beloved King property.
Yeah.
It has Gary Busey though, and Corey Haim. So
Yep.
it's got some '80s power.
Dude.
It's got some '80s power in it. If you don't have a copy, I can let you borrow.
All right.
Copy.
Yeah,
it's a fun werewolf
been
movie.
a very long
He's got like
time
a
since I've
fucking
seen
rocket launcher, fucking wheelchair. Oh, it's badass.
That's badass.
It's an '80s horror movie through and through.
It's pre-car accident Gary Busey, so he's still acting normal and not crazy. So just because you hype it, you say Gary Busey, you got to be careful
Yeah.
because there's 80s. I'm an actor, Gary Busey, and then there's 90s.
Oh, dude, his '80s stuff. He's still crazy. He's still crazy in Lethal Weapon, dude. He's still nuts.
Not.
But yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay.
No, they were great questions. Don't think it's just, and it's weird with the trivia because some of the questions hit a knowledge thread that you have, and you just go with it. Like there's some where I literally can't answer any, and they're easy questions. I'm just like, I don't.
And nobody's. If you were like, so this movie with Freddy Krueger is called Nightmare on Blank Street. Okay, then
That's an easy question.
We would be like, okay, this is insulting. All right, yeah, like so. It's
tried.
not
I
at
think
that
they were
level.
all. I think they were all solid questions.
Yeah.
That's
honestly.
good.
Like I said,
tried.
especially with the Rage Virus, because
I was sweating that one.
That one actually has a couple. They have like if you watch the 2 in the sequel, they actually call it by like something besides just the Rage
okay.
Virus. So it's actually those are good questions.
Good.
The only one that I could see maybe being be easier for people because it does involve a game too is Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Because it was a game before it was a movie. So you're actually talking to 2 audiences there.
Yeah.
That's the only one I could say that might be easy, but
Yeah. I didn't play that game. I don't
yeah.
know.
I played like the first 2 and then I was like, I'm done.
Well, I had a blast on this episode.
Fuck yeah, this was an awesome episode.
great.
It was nice to actually win one. I'm not going to talk
Thank
shit.
you.
You're still 3 ahead, but
I
it
was
was
gonna
nice to
say,
actually
I
win one.
like how you're like, I'm happy. I'll be happier if I get a couple ones closer to you.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
like
happy.
I like the reserved excitement
you
here.
like
This is
that?
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm happy.
Well, it's, not, jinxing myself for any future episodes. So thanks everyone for listening. Thank you for being on, Charlotte. It was great. This was a fun episode because that's all Hatchet is. It's just pure fucking fun. When we break it down, we were getting like serious about certain things, like our favorite.
Just watch it.
It's just fucking fun.
Yeah.
The whole series is fucking fun. I hope like Adam Green listens to this episode randomly somehow and he's like, that's what I guarantee he's like, that's what I was going for.
Exactly.
It's just fucking fun. Horror lovers love it. Just enjoy the shit out of it. And then, yeah. So I do hope we get another one because, like I said, we saw Danielle Harris in that cutscene, which you 2 need to go back and watch.
I know.
Yeah.
Get ready to go kick some motherfucking ass. She was waiting for his ass to
Slack.
fucking come back. So we can
Yes.
please give us another one with Danielle Harris as a comeback. Oh God, yes. Hope that was one of the things she was working on.
I know.
Hopefully.
I've seen her posting on Instagram about.
fingers crossed.
They've been filming shit, so we'll see. But all right, so that's it. And until we talk to you again, stay safe.
Tits out.
us at GUIpodcast.com.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here. That's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIpodcast.com.